All right, people. How we all doing out there? Hope we all doing well. First things first, my name is Kenneth Burr. My company is ILEG Technology Screens. This right here is a technology we're working on, which is called our ILE Visual Tech TV projection screens. I'm looking for something here. I'm really trying to hunt for something here. And it's baffling. Where is it at? Okay, here's one. Cool, I found one. Let's see. Now, so we're in the building our screen. I'm figuring out exactly how we're going to do it. I was thinking because we want to build a prototype, and I really don't want a frame for this thing. I want to build it as frameless as possible. So, and I don't want it inside. I don't want a top over top of it. I don't want a top. I want the top to be open so light can go into it. That's what I want. So, what I'm thinking about doing is I'm thinking about building the case this way and this way, like this and this. So we can have light hitting the top and the middle of the screen here. That's what I want to do. And I want to put a stand system here and here for it. That's what I want to design it. My buddy's going to build the frame later on around it, but I just want to get the screen put up first so I can get an idea. But I do want the top of it for light to be to transfer through. The most I have at 24 at 18 feet. That's going to be an interesting cut. I'm wondering how many we're getting with these sheets. We're getting 4 of these sheets. We could do this really nicely, to tell you the truth. I am going to glue this thing together. So I'm going to basically use a hot glue to put this whole thing together. But yeah, it's going to be a very interesting case. The whole entire case is going to be completely see-through. Because what I saw with the LG setup has a little roof over top of these things. That's the other one they have. And then the other ones I saw also had this. It's a TV, of course it's going to have a little roof. I want mine to be completely open. So where in the world? Let me see. Let me put this away first. And then I can go from there. Now it's doing a little gaming with some friends online with this right here, gaming system on our projector setup. I'll come out of here. Got all my points saved up. Yeah, let's accept. Just got things on some gaming with some friends. I've been doing a ton of research on this screen, on your screen. And I've already been over on the forum sites to talk about our technology versus people have already bought them. That's how I get information. I go over to the forum sites and I talk to people who actually own these TVs. People have these TVs for about a year. Will tell me everything about these TVs. We're showing the newer technology we're working on. And again, boom, that's how it all starts. So this is one of the screens I'm going to be showcasing the most in our showrooms. Is this invisible screen? Let me get some lights on it. I like to have lights on my screen. So that really works. There we go. That's one of the things I noticed about people at the larger screen, the 77-inch screen, they have that kind of hood over top of it. And I'm going to build one without the hood. So we're going to be building one. Get my surface and everything should be here on the 28th, which should be on Monday. Okay, well, Taco, you got a little change tomorrow. Go get your stuff tomorrow. And I'm going to go order my new fresheners. I'm going to change out my office. Usually every month I change out my scent to my office. So this time, probably going to do some flowers. Definitely going to do some flowers. I am going to start working on, I was going to build a frame for the one what I was going to do, but now I decided I'm going to make it completely frameless as much as possible. But I do want to show off the tile system technology. Next week, I start setting up my appointments. I got to get my business cards made too. I'm going to get my business cards made today. Get that done because I got to have my business cards finished. Get the business card, go to business appointment. The business card is done now. And then I got the appointment to make over at City Hall and to get all that set up. So I can sit down with some people and show them off this technology. Till then, we need a screen. So, like I said, looking at the LG setup, and they had that little black top over top of it, our setup is going to be completely invisible. So can't wait to do that. Look at the Pepsi bottle. Where is that freaking Coca-Cola bottle at anyway? I have no idea what it was over here. Yeah. I'm glad I applied for my license already, man. My license is done. That shows how transparent the screen is. We have to have that in there. Because every time I showed up, I've been to so many form sites today. Been out taking care of some business. I had to get all my business cards done. Whew, man. That's why I like hanging out at City Hall. I'm over at City Hall all the time. I know so many people over there. And by being there, I meet so many people. I met people that are licensed, insurance, all kinds of stuff. Because every time you've got somebody coming in, they're getting a license, getting this, getting that. And I thought I met the electricians. The electricians over there. When I got a couple of friends over there, and I got business cards from them. Because again, we need an electrician to build that sunroom for the new technology we're working on. So it's great to me to work in there and find out a lot of interesting things. So I know people down there. I know people in license inspection and all that stuff. So that helps if we get a building. So we're going to build a design. I can always go over there. That's why it's a good thing before we wanted to apply that ad tech to anything, that we got a chance to talk to some people and find out if we did install that into a storefront window and somebody was driving by and saw that attraction, boom, they could have had an accident. We would have been responsible for it. So again, it's good to know people at the end of the day. And with the technology we have here, what it does on the levels, like I said, people are not used to seeing this kind of stuff at all, period. So it basically opens up a ton of doors for us. And Lord has blessed us to open so many doors, it's not even funny. What we're going to be doing with this. I'm going to be in an expo pretty soon, showing off a display just like this. So if we're going to do a portal, I'm bringing in. I want that that Sony what's it, FH31. They do portals. We can't get that one. We can always do it with one of these easily. We'll just map it in. And as for that TV, yeah, I've got people already lined up for this transparent technology. Because then I got so many questions. Are the projectors expensive that we're using? Do they have to be stuck in dark environments? Is the screen going to wash up just like behind it? Is the screen going to wash up just like the front of it? Can you put it next to a window? This is the reason why we're showing demonstrations at 50 lumens. If we get 50 lumens to fire off on anything, especially through a window, pierce through a window, yeah, easy to sell the technology. So that demonstration we had to lean in right up against the lights. And those lights in here, like I said, are 24,000 lumens. So with that being said, to absorb that much light in and the projector being in eco mode, yeah, we can put it anywhere we want. So that's the good thing right there. We cover all bases. What time we got? I'm gonna be on the website tonight. I'm definitely gonna be on the website. I got a lot of work to do. I gotta update my website. I got people from City Hall and stuff like that. People are coming and seeing my site now. They're gonna be advertising for my. One of the things I did apply for that we need help with advertising to get the technology out as far as we can go. So I have an advertising team that's gonna come on and help us out. So we gotta basically go in and go through spell check through the entire website, get the other one up and going. I gotta buy more memory for that website, and then we got a third one to build, which is all gonna be behind gaming. So that's the next one we're working on. Let me see. Are the fire sticks? Oh, fire sticks can't run through here because we need this little adapter so because due to the fact that this is using micro ATX. Let me see. We're on. Oh, we're on the game system. What we're doing. Yeah, we're going to put that to shame with no problem. I'm excited about this new adventure. So the one I'm about to build is sick. It's completely see-through. The top see-through, sides are see-through. It's like if someone were to take a box and they would make it completely see-through and they would stick it up against the wall. That's what it's going to look like. The whole entire thing, light can pass through the whole thing. On top of that, we're going to have a LED system inside to show exactly how much light that thing can absorb. He did not auto-tone that. That's why I love that commercial. Yeah. Yeah, what is going on with this? For some reason, the playback for any form of video on YouTube does not work on PlayStations. I don't know why. Go over to trusty PC. That's where we like to go. Let me see. This one I see. I have no idea why it's doing that. It's just started doing it. See, dang, man. I forgot that was connected to my system. See, that's what freaks me out because I got a monitor back here, man. That thing just fell over, man. I think if I crack that screen, yeah, I just have to buy another one. See, that's what freaks me out. That crack, I can't crack on these screens. It's impossible. The thing fell off from and hit the ground, and that's the same screen. No damage to it whatsoever. But I had knocked the TV off. Yeah, that had damaged my screen. That's why I don't like the whole screen things. I don't like them. There we go. We're running on PC. Oh, give me this one. Yeah, pay 60 grand? No. I was at City Hall showing up this screen. How clear, how vivid, how sharp they come up on even on 720p projectors. And our screen sizes are massive. We can do screens anywhere from sizes of, hey buddy, from sizes of where we can do 43 50 inches. We can do an 8 by 8, 12 by 12, or basically the bigger screens. We can do 106 inch at 235.1, or 106 inch at 100 inches. We can do 150, 135. Mind you, the screens we design are all customization. Easy to do. Curved screens, got asked about curved screens. We do curved screens. Somebody wants to curve one out to the pool. This thing is submersible. Actually, I got a tank I'm picking up tomorrow to submerge a sample sheet to push a projector right through it. Look how crystal clear that Coca-Cola bottle looks up. And then the whole thing about the screen when it pulls up, it only can show contrast if it's in that TV form. But that other form that pops up, that visible version of it, there's no contrast attached to it. How would that even work? You have to have contrast. Everybody knows you have to have contrast. You just can't have it. So that big unit has 2 screens in it. That's why it's so expensive. Yeah, no contrast in the invisible. We could do contrast in the invisible. Heck, we can make a screen ultra black and make it invisible, push an image to it. But yep. Our now competition is TVs. Because I get so sick and tired of hearing this dumb nonsense with these. There we go. Yeah, that whole gray screen versus a TV, stop that nonsense. That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Just cut it out. Inwood gunmetal. This TV, my monitor here can read a contrast level at 100%. So, if I stick that monitor in the same environment as a TV, how does that prove my screen to actually work? Because that thing can fire up in this environment. It's 24,000 lumens of light we have in the ceiling. That thing can read with no problem. Anywhere I take in this office, it'll read. The only problem is that a gray screen won't read it. Only way I see gray screens, and not just one gray screen, I've seen a couple of people do this one before. I've seen a guy basically has a high influence channel do this one before. Darken the environment, put a TV light. We're doing the same thing on TV can do. No, to freak you not, stick it over here and see what happens. Stick your screen over here in this environment and see what happens. Let me stick on these halo systems in your screen. See if you generate like a TV. Not TV worthy. That's the fakest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And they just constantly skip all the contrast and the demonstration. Don't show any of the dark colors, like your projector can't produce dark colors. What would TV like? I'm going to tell you something. If I catch you out there making that statement, I'm going to stick you in the environment with a real TV. Stop saying that nonsense. You can't say that. What's wrong with you? You don't operate in the environment like a TV. See this? See how maxed out light's hitting here? See the screen effect? We're at 300 lumens on our projector. We're in Pico, little small little projector sitting back here watching the screen with the halo system over top of it. When I see it, I see people constantly saying when they're selling their products, oh, we're TV worthy. We're just like a TV. Okay. What's the whatchamacallit we have for this one over here? I hate them people that lie about their products. TV worthy. Please stop it. Stop it. Because you know why? They hear us say it. But we're not in the dark when we do a demonstration next to a TV. And you all put to show the star field. You're supposed to show the color level. You're supposed to show the white level. You're supposed to do it in a fully lit environment. So why is your screen in a dark environment trying to compete with the TV? Oh, I know why. Because you can't read contrast in a fully lit environment. That way you have to darken the environment and put the TV in and say, hey, it's the same thing. No, it's not. Stop it. Stop it. Not doing that. Now I gotta look up TV-worthy projection screens. The customer gets it, you know what happens to them? They turn the lights on and the screen disappears. They contact them and they say, hey look, I turned my lights on, my screen's gone. Well, you can't really use it in a full environment. It has to be in an ambient light controlled environment. With TV, it doesn't have to be in an ambient light controlled environment. Well, I'm minding it. There you go. And people accept it because they figure that's the normal. That is not the normal. Our customers have got to stop thinking that way. That is not the normal. You're supposed to be to operate in a fully lit environment. You're talking about ambient light projection technology. Well, then you should be operating in a fully lit environment. I have these arguments just about every day on the forum site in ambient light projection technology. What are you doing in a dark environment for? Showing a picture of my office. Can I use it in here for this lighting? But technically, projectors are not designed for that type of environment. Oh, don't give me that crap at the end of the day. Come on now. That's the biggest cop-out I've ever heard. That one kept saying it over and over again. Projectors are not meant to be used in a fully lit environment. Well, you know, it's funny because they keep making these projectors that are supposed to replace TVs, so I don't know how that one's going to work if that's the case. And they make ambient light projection screens that are designed to absorb light. I don't know how that's supposed to work either. So which one are we going with? Does it do it or does it not do it? So that's one right now. I'm in forum sites having that conversation with people. I remember I had this one conversation with this one guy in the forum site. He pops up and shows me this picture and said, well, your areas aren't really ambient light. You've got to be freaking kidding me. You did not send that picture to me over here like that. It's dark in the environment. You see the corners are dark. He's got it tucked away in his little corner. And he's got some condensed lighting, but you can tell the condensed light is not making contact with the screen because the balls of light are actually hitting over top the screen. I've got the lights on, yeah, but they're not making contact with the screen. I showed my demonstration with condensed light making contact with the screen. That was the end of our conversation. Look, either you got it or you don't.
New L5 Hyaluron was pure. It dissolves scalp pores and removes impurities for up to 72-hour hydration. Sometimes it can feel like there's no way out of treatment-resistant depression. You take one antidote.
I can see right now, freaking challenging gray screens. And I'm saying some nonsense like, well, you don't understand about it. Oh, I don't understand? I'll bring out 15% and I'll bet your screen won't work. But you won't be able to pick it up on that screen. Same thing you hear me talk on YouTube. It's the same one we talk in every single showroom, every single expo. This is going to be everywhere. I'm going to talk about it every single day. And every place I go, that gray screens and white screens don't function correctly. If you're going to call yourself TV worthy, you have to be able to operate in the same environment as a TV. TVs are not stuck with those options. They don't have those problems. You ever bought a TV in a sales truck? So here's the thing. You can't use it in a full lit environment because the screen will wipe out, wash out. You've never heard that before, ever. That's one of the things you have to watch out, customer. Anyone who says yourself is TV worthy, if they got that TV in the same dark environment that the projector's sitting in, it don't work. They're in there because the screen don't work. That's why. You know, one thing on the OLED TV, I still can't get around. What's wrong with that? When they took that screen down, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, that's freaking cool. I'm thinking, okay, are seeing through this thing? Is this thing transparent? And then when I saw the screen come down and the black disappear, I was like, that. Hmm. Oh. It's so nice TV though. Very nice technology. Nice TV. So if this thing goes up and down, what happens when the motors have problems or something goes wrong? I'm not saying anything. Yeah, stuff happens. You have to remember, the more expensive stuff you buy, the more expensive it costs to fix. You got those full model TVs. Some of them had problems actually coming up out of the unit, the case. All right, so let me get the processor building line. What do we got on this thing? Where's Mike's at? Oh, Mike's right here. Okay, cool. Let's go with 4K snow screensaver. This one, snow. Okay.
Attention shoppers! Guardians has a big story to tell.
It's a nice TV.
Ask your doctor if
It's just a bit too expensive.
Amy's not at work. She's on Get Your Guide, planning for her next trip.
And the aspect ratio of it is not 16:9. It's not. It would cost you way too much money. I think it would cost a lot of money for the 16. I don't know why the 16:9 screen is. That would be really expensive. Looks like the Coca-Cola surrounded in snow. Screensaver, thunder strikes. So at 300 lumens for the environment, the 43-inch, this will be a 43-inch screen, that's all it would require. It's one of these Pico projectors could run it. When you're doing screen sizes of 43-inch screen, especially for the small tile, you don't want a big projector. We do it for testing, that's basically use that one right there. We put in receipts too. But if you're doing the setup, you want something like this. So it's going to be required for it. Hand washing window screensaver. We got the pipeline. Then we're going to do the pipeline here. Yeah, remember these screensavers back in the day? That's when you had that after dark screensaver. When the screensaver was the flying toaster with the wings. It's way back. Remember that? It was a cool. It was a free screensaver. It was pretty cool. Let me see if I can track that after dark down. That was a pretty good one. Okay, so I'm going to put my order in, get my material down here, We shut everything between Monday and Tuesday. Gotta go to business point, get my business cards made, get the cards to pass out, and go from there. So the first point out of the ad tech they're going to advertise the most, it's going to be these visible front projection screens. And the black front and rears that'll be coming out pretty soon. What's wrong? The single tile, 43, it's going to be around $270 for our customers. We got a 48 by 48 coming in, so we can get the measurements for that one when it comes through. This is also used as advertising technology, projector mapping applications, interactive technology, of course submersible technology. Those are what will be submersible used for. We got screens that people want to make virtual fish tanks with it. So we have a screen coming up for the virtual, and they actually hold liquid. It's a very interesting screen. We're designing. I told you before we want to use ad tech to develop different types of screens.
Quaker Protein Instant Oatmeal is there for active mornings.
Feature of ad tech. Interesting how people are so quick to jump on and say, oh, we have ad tech too, we have it too, we have it. I bet you didn't do any of the tests that I just did. I can literally dual projector map with a second projector and image coming right through that loop. And I say, no, we got quantum technology. Well, I expect my 8 colors with all testing intact. Everybody else is going to be expecting the same thing too. So my buddy, I was talking to him about that whole posting. Yeah, we're going to do that. We are going to get a teleprompt. We're going to post all the negative comments that people said about our products and all our showrooms. I want people to see the hatred that we receive from people at the end of the day that are jealous of our technology because they can't do what we do. I'm going to display you. Again, like I said, you advertise, you bring up some money. Now they don't want to post the address no more. Why don't want to post the address no more? I thought I was a fake and a phony today. Oh, I'm telling you, those people, we haven't caught yet, but those people going to court, it is going to be a nightmare for you in that courtroom. Oh well. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do a test run. I'm going to post some of those comments right on our Facebook feed page with our technology right next to it. Showroom is going to be more interesting because whoa, you're going to have people come in and just see that Cedar City. That is literally Cedar City. You would definitely have some kind of epilepsy Cedar looking at that. I'm going to have to deal with that. We got a cloud here. Let's get, let me see. Water filling up a container screensaver. What do we have here? We gotta do a portrait. We're gonna do a portrait one next. Oh, that looks pretty cool. Oh, you definitely got to turn on my issue. Put a frisbee through the side of your freaking wall. You definitely got to turn on my issue. Like, what the freak? So 15%. By the time my screen goes in, we'll be at 50% completed. So what we're going to do is screen size, as stated before, the two prices we have right now is 1,672 or 74. 74. That is a 100-inch 4-panel system at 48 by 24. It goes up to that screen. No, sorry, 2-panel system. Too big of a screen. 2-panel system for that. And then the 235.1 is a 4-panel at 36 by 24, and they're like 1,378. Yep, I thought so. So anyway, got some bad news. We can't ship it overseas. Why? None of it's gone overseas. None of the technology and nothing we have to overseas. I wanted to see what would happen here. So because of little policies that popped up, never had this problem forever, we can't track a package once it leaves the United States now. They weren't joking. They were telling me the truth. We sent the package to England. They were not able to track that package. And I don't know why, because we have been shipping stuff overseas for many, many years, and we've been able to track packages anywhere. But for some reason, because somebody being in office, it's impossible to track a package once it leaves the United States. I wonder why. So, we can't ship overseas now. We have to be able to track those packages. If we can't track the package, a customer may get it and say they didn't get it. We end up paying twice for something, or 3 times for something, or 4 times for something, because we have no clarification telling us that the package landed where it's supposed to land at. But you know how backwards that is? Because you're United States Postal Service, and packages you ship globally. You're supposed to have tracking that goes globally, and we've been doing that for years. Yeah, this is why. Policies. You know. Now, this is what disrupt their company? No, not really. It doesn't. We have all in the United States to make money in. Not a problem. But the sad part of it is, we can't introduce it overseas now. So if they can't track it, We can't track it, whatever. We just refund them back his money. That's it. We just lost money on a product we sent over there. We lost money on shipping, and we lost money on the product. Thanks, Trump. Jerk. What a freaking idiot. Dumbest human being on the face of the planet. And people elected that dummy in office. I had a funny feeling we're going to lose out on that one. I'm not bothered by it at all, period. At all, period. Not really bothered by it, but still, yeah. The idiot and his policies. Because I've never, if I had this problem shipping overseas, I would have never shipped anything overseas, ever. We were able to track every single package that went overseas. Every single one. And now because this dumb becomes, I don't know what he did at the end of the day, or whatever he did, now you cannot ship anything overseas. The minute it leaves the U.S., the tracking number goes dead. I would have to say, this would have to be the dumbest president I've ever seen in my entire life. Tax all our allies, not a good thing to do. Everything costs more. So yeah, all you people at the end of the day were talking about, oh, Biden did a horrible job. Guess what? This one did an amazing job of screwing everything up. Gee whiz Louise. Well, just so you know, we'll update the website tomorrow. Can't ship overseas. And we're going to point the blame where the blame is due. There's actually no way
Living with opioid addiction
to ship this thing overseas is impossible.
Supplicate with counseling is for adults with moderate to severe opioid addiction who have started.
And if you were to get somebody to buy from us and it shipped to the United States, you would have to be responsible for, I guess, the tracking going from A to B. I don't even know how that would work for you. No. Can't happen. We'll update tomorrow, change the shipping policy tomorrow. That would explain why when I went to shipping station, it denied the order. It denied the shipping. We're allowed to go through. I had to go to the United States Postal Service and I had to fill out the form by hand. I hadn't had to do that in years. So I had to do a custom form. So that tells me right from the door, nope. Man, we're doing contracts overseas? That would messed up. We don't have any contract overseas. The contracts are here. So, it's not going to affect my company at all. If I can't ship overseas, that's all. Tron 4K demonstration. Tron 4K demonstration.
This is Google Pixel 9a with Gemini. It's free at Verizon, with plans starting at $30 a line. And this is Nicole asking, where the heck are you? Then Gemini helping you respond in the style of Shakespeare. Get Google Pixel 9a on us and our new 3-year price lock guarantee with plans.
At the perfect time, and reconnect came in a minute. It came on and show it. Well, that's what movies like on this thing. And the technology.
You gotta be kidding me. Come on, is that even legal? Now this I can do.
No screen brightens. I'm going to affect it. We're at 300 lumens right now. Batman Tumblr scene.
Little Bo Peep lost her sheep. Maybe she just needed the smart buying tools on Amazon Business. She's not so little anymore. Amazon Business, your partner for smart business buying.
Yeah. You know the destruction that Batman causes on an everyday basis? Can you imagine being at home going, what the freak is on the roof? Yeah, he causes some damage. I think he pays for everything. He's rich, but anyway, still. Let's go with Avatar, night scenes.
Date night. Time away from the kids.
I wonder what whatchamacallit look like here.
We cannot let you bring your war here.
I haven't watched the new one. Yes, I'm not big of a movie fan. I watch it, I don't know if I get time. Just never have time, always busy working. And besides, I ain't got the attention span to watch a movie. All right, now I'm watching a movie right now. This is really, really good, but every once in a while I drift off and go off into another world. So it takes me a while to watch a movie. It takes a bit. Let me see. Transformer fight scenes.
At US Bank, we think the best relationship should feel easy. From dating to getting more serious. And you know what else should... don't deserve to live. They deserve to choose for themselves. Then you will die.
That was a bad day to go and get a hot dog. Beautiful high performance race cars, 4K. Oh, I've done this one in a while. Now we designed this box screen. I'm going to have where I can project on both sides. I can do basically portrait mode on both sides. I can basically put an image in the middle. I can put an image on the top of it. I can project them at both sides and push an image right through it. Because it's just multiple setups. Because the entire box is the screen. So tile systems do. You can put the screen anywhere you want. "4K demonstrations." Is this a good demonstration? I mean, it's showing me a bunch of scenery I don't want to see. All right, this works. I like it. And more commercials. On top of commercials, on top of commercials, on top of commercials.
On travel and dining. On everything you eat. Everywhere you go. With Chase Sapphire Reserve. Make more of what's yours. Lifesavers gummies. Up the wow.
$300 lumens, people. 300 lumens. I'm so happy with this projector. 300 lumens. We can operate the image that beautiful. Imagine if we upgrade to 500 lumens. I got an idea how we're going to design it. When this video's up, I'm going to go order my circus, get it in here, begin the prep and getting it ready. I'm good to go. Like I said, showing it off. Pop over the Vistaprint, getting the business cards set up and everything ready to go. Got these meetings coming up. I'm going to be there and have our technology on display. Let's bring any big bulky projectors with me. Just a projector right there, that'll do pretty fine. The reason why we have the business license in place because we plan to sell this product out here. I plan to market and sell my product online and offline at the same time. So when people go into the showroom, they can see the technology staring right in the face and go anywhere in the kiosks, make their order, and we ship right to their front door. Basketball highlights.
started. 65 gators using steam, using sweat.
Our story takes us from altitude.
SoFi,
Really?
the official
Did
bank
we
of the
just
NBA,
do
is
this?
tossing up the SoFi NBA Play
Yeah.
tournament. Score $10 for every bank shot made when you subscribe to SoFi's new premium membership, SoFi Plus. Sign up at SoFi.com/.
You too. Really?
Guardians has a big story to tell.
You're doing too much.
Ask your doctor if it should be part of your next act.
Gee.
A lot of Jokic, he gets around and gets to the rim, underside, no, rebound, yes. He's had a couple of games off him. On Monday for the Clippers, no, on the way to the three. Subscribe to the theory that team players play better at home. And there's Brooks on for three. Fade away. Sends it back outside to he continues to saunter. Jokic inside the rim.
Mind you, we're on that projector right there. That's it. Little portable unit. So that's at 300 lumens. If your projector is at 500, if your projector is at 600, you're overkilling it. It doesn't require much to get the trigger. And for those who don't know what the lights over top, these are LED lights. These LED lights are 6000K. These are high bright LED lights we have pushing into behind the screen so the screen can light up. But you'll get a chance to see the new one we're going to be developing. I think it's going to be quite cool. It shows you can watch all your sports, all that cool stuff. It's one of the things I'm going to show them because they want to, people at sports bars want to replace their TVs with this new technology. Nice bright image, and that's cost you a lot of money. Well, you can mount one of these projectors easy to your ceiling because there's no weight to it at all, period. They got a projector already mounted up there. It's it's huge bigger than this. And still, on their white screen, they can't generate anything at all. It's a pickup. Again, like I said, white screens don't see contrast or color. They don't operate. Let's see. Baseball highlights. Oh, they got a Phillies game to go to too.
Give them a little length on the bump as he fires in the first pitch, and it goes right over to Justin LeBron. Tough play, and Lovich beats it out for a leadoff infield single.
You don't want to get deep and have him drop something nasty on you with 2 strikes. That's pretty nasty for a different reason.
Whoa, nice bunt.
He lays it down, and it'll be
I do love baseball, and I do plan to be there. And it can be college, it'll make a difference. I love baseball. I'm going to be there. That was a nice punt. Boop. Get them bases. Get them bases.
apartment 2B.
2B. She's definitely using that Grubhub deal with Amazon. Amazon Prime member, you can get $0 delivery fees on Grubhub. Eligible orders only. Terms and additional fees apply.
Yeah, I plan to be behind the dugout. That's where I'm going to be at this year. Behind the freaking dugout. That's where I'm going to be at.
Cubs have a chance to sweep both
Yes, I'm
games
planning
in
to
the
be at.
series thanks to a dramatic Nice bounces a ball towards the middle, diving stop corner, throws it immediately. That sends an infield in. Continuing to bite down and grind away, find his way to more because when the swing doesn't
Wow,
feel
thing. Bum, 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 bum. You make my butt sting. Bum, 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 bum. You screw up everything. Oh man, Major Leagues, that's my shot. Man, I cannot wait to mention this jersey. Bringing back the vintage. Football highlights. Football highlights. Football highlights. Soccer coming up too.
Manish. Country victorious and the other. She's got a little extra bit of padding, that's all it is. So it's probably irritating him a little bit. You certainly don't want to be losing him if he's fine.
I'm gonna start watching women's rugby. Man, it's an exciting sport. They're brutal. They're brutal. I love watching women's rugby. I love it.
Break reminder what is coming up. Barcelona at Hex Cafe next weekend and the resumption of La Liga.
I just got into rugby. I like it.
ESPN Plus. Madrid hosting Las Palmas. That's a Sunday 10th. Coaches will be clipping up things like that. That is an art form. Expectation of the state.
LG snowboarding. Let me put down OG snowboarding. I bet you it's OG watch. OG? No. LG snowboarding. Get it together. Get it together. Transfers have insane white level, that's sure. Black version of that, you know what that does when it comes to white level. OLED contrast demonstration. All flowers? Why would you put a picture of a freaking lizard up there if you're just gonna be all flowers? That just defeats the purpose. I'm thinking I'm gonna see the lizard. There's just nothing but flowers up there. God, hummedy blummedy. Hummedy dummedy. Beautiful city scenes. What's the contrast levels? Ooh, J&K. Is it J&K on the lizard? Who's got this one? I like it. I like it. The world of lizards. Yeah! Oh, man. This screen's going to be beautiful. I can't wait to get my setup. Oh, my setup's going to be hot. My setup. I'm building a wall. I'm literally going to have a wall. Well, it's going to be nice. Definitely putting in a wall. Not here. My home front. Remember, I make this stuff, so I can go to the side screen I want. I can put this thing. I got AdTech literally through that entire place, man. I got it in my kitchen. I got it in my bathroom. I got it outside. I got it everywhere. Unfortunately, we can't show you this because you know why? We have weirdos on our channel. Obsessed with Mr. Word. They're creepy. They're creepy and they're crawly. Anyway, yeah. And I'm going to put up a massive screen because he's getting a screen, giant screen put in. I want one too. I make this stuff. I should have a giant screen too. Oh, I want a giant screen. Definitely a giant screen. I'm doing my tile system. My tile systems are about the size of 100 screen. My unit's going to be big. My buddy's doing the welding system to allow the screen to slide in and lock in place. So I got me a big one coming in. So wait till you see what the new one looks like. It's gonna be absolutely breathtaking. It's gonna blow your freaking mind. Like, what the freak? Is it a box with light in it? Literally, it's going to be insane. We can actually put projection anywhere we want on the screen. Anywhere we want. When we do something, we do it way beyond the crazy level. We have to go outside the box. We live outside the box. We are outside the box. Let's do something really cool. Let's do it. Wait, I'm just put it out with the guy on this channel. They've got the colors. They've got the colors. I don't do snakes. They got the nice, beautiful color. Look at that. Bam! I like their channel. I love it. Want to subscribe? Boom! Give you a like right there. I like your colors.
Smart buying tools on Amazon Business. She's not so little anymore. So fancy. Amazon Business, your partner for smart business buying.
Gaming on this thing looks incredible. Can't wait to show you some of the crazy things going to be doing. Oh, come on now. Really? Oh, boring. It's all colors all the way through. Oh, you were just doing so good. I'm still going to keep my subscription. Still. We're just doing so good. Outer space screensavers. Beginning of true technology. Yeah. I don't know why I would say have this stuff. What's the point? Just don't point it out. Just be really careful about saying you can make our stuff because you never know what this stuff transforms into. And somebody said, well, I could do that too. No, you can't because you don't know exactly what it's designed to do and what it can do. Because you so want to be us so badly. So you're going to basically take your visible tech, whatever, I don't know what that's supposed to be, and stick it up to 24,000 of commercial lighting, including an additional halo system inside the screen. At 300 lumens, we can do that here. 25, we can do it there. Or give me 50 lumens with 100,000 lux of direct sunlight piercing through your screen. Can you give me that? Then you don't have my technology. Oh, you said you have the quantum technology. That thing has multiple colors attached to it. Matter of fact, we got 2 more colors going to be showing off pretty soon. And we're going to have a 100% completion of the screen can read it. Can you show me that? What about shifting technology? You have that too, because we have shifting. We have a screen that be this way, you can lay it on the ground, it's a regular screen. In a minute, whoop, it just turns into the black technology. You have that? You don't have that. Guess what? That's also quantum technology. You're like the bootleg of crap. That's what you're like. You basically claim you have something of ours and that's it. And there's nothing more on that. I'm going to start taking people to court for that mess. Gee whiz Louise. Now for people at the end of the day that claim they want to be me, I'm such all these bad things, you want to be us so badly. Well, as I said before, after next week, that 15% will be at 50% done. And this is where we start coming out the screens. Because we want the reputation, because I don't want to sit there and say, oh, our product takes out technology left and right. We have to back this up. I don't like to say things unless I can back it up. So we're coming for you. It's nothing personal. It's business. That's it. Don't take it personal at the end of the day. It's a nice side-by-side demonstration. Just see if you can basically take our screen. can't come out there and say you have the best of the best if you haven't challenged the best, right? So you have to prove it. No boxer or professional fighter can sit there and say, I'm champion of the world without climbing that mountain first to prove he's champion of the world. So in order for you to wear that belt or have that trophy at the end of the day, you have to prove you are who you are. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to prove we are who we are. So when I tell someone at the end of the day, go ahead, look around, see if you can find a screen that can match yours. There will be no one left. As I say, it's business. Some people take things a little personal, get a little emotional. Stop being emotional, it's business. Side-by-side demonstration, simple and plain. We'll test you against contrast, color, and white levels. You'll be tested on ultra short throw. You'll be testing on pico projectors. You'll be testing on venue projectors. You'll be in fully lit maximum environments. You'll be outside. Now, if you have a specification sheet that says you can't go in these particular areas, we don't take you there. But mind you, you're not equal to my technology because I can go there and you can't. So we have to do the test. We have to. It's very important to do this. You can't just make statements and not back it up. Everybody else is good with it. The people don't even make screen paint. They're the ones crying about it. They don't even make screen paint. Websites don't function, don't run, don't have a website, don't make screen paints anymore, and yet they're the ones complaining about it. And the other one ain't supposed to be selling it. Will forget it. He doesn't know what he's doing. My partner's screaming at the ceiling. He's got bigger problems right now. Big problems. That's not his concern right now. He got bigger ones than that. Like jail, lawsuits, and getting eviction. That's what he has. What he's doing right now. Oh, crap. Were we supposed to contact him on? Or we'll reach out to him on Monday. Got busy. I'll reach out on Monday and get that information from them. Because we have to have that confirmation from them to show that they are doing what they're saying they're doing. If not, we file a lawsuit against the entire building. That's the only what my lawyers are waiting for right now. We need that confirmation from them. Now, do I believe they're doing it? Oh, yeah, I do believe it. I believe them 100%. But that's not enough. For my other half of my people who invest in my business and my company at the end of the day, want to see it being brought to justice. Well, they're going to step in, Mr. Williams. I'm not dealing with one person at the end of the day. I have other people involved in my company. You have to deal with them, and they're going to clean your clock in the courtroom. It's going to be pretty bad if they get their hands, and they're definitely going to sue that building. But we don't want it to come to that. I want it to be where if they remove you out of the building, we're happy with that, because automatically violation or with that lease, yes, definitely a violation. On some level, it's not funny. So that right there, and then on top of that, the criminal charges will be filed against you. So some jail time in there, and then lawsuit. We'll sue you. We're going to sue you. So I'm good with that, 100%. Building has to be touched. It's not, I'm not interested in suing the building. We're not. Now, if they don't reply, and we can show the courts that we've contacted them multiple times, we've had conversations, there's phone records of us having conversations about this incident, we want to file a police report, we want the Baltimore and submitted the information to them, all that, and they knew all this was going on, did nothing about it, we could sue them. It'll be an open and shut case. It'll be an easy lawsuit. But it doesn't have to come down to that because I had a chance to talk to these people and they're very nice about it and they're getting it taken care of. So I have to make sure on Monday. It was my fault. I was supposed to come today, but I had so much stuff I had to do. I literally forgot about it. I got to go take care of that. See, Mr. Williams, at the end of the day, how we don't think about you at all, period. We got so much work that we have to do. We literally forget about this stuff from time to time. I got to remind myself to go and get this paperwork done because I'm a busy person. When you guys think about it, it's 24/7. That's why your channel is littered with all the stuff for hating us at the end of the day. But again, you do work for me. You do make me money. I can't wait to get this out here, man. I got 60 screens that are going to be sold at $1,600 a pop. That's a nice piece of change. We have the people in the forum site have emailed us and basically became a member on our website, and we got a forum site. And we gotta put these stickers on the forum site too. If we got more on the forum site, we need more of these on the forum site because we got them on there too for showing them all. Okay. And then we have working with the city with the programs they have over to help out for small businesses and everything. I'm going to have a workplace. I'm going to have a work crew. Everything. They want to see my dream come to life. They like the technology we have. They want to be a part of our dream. So that's beautiful right there. Yeah, we saw 60 screen. That's about $100,000. And we only sold 60 screens a day. That's $100,000 a day. And that's just off one screen. We make multiple versions of screens. Man, you know what kind of food drive I start with that kind of money? You can get all the good food, which I plan to do with my food drive. I plan to have all the good food. I mean, we take whatever people want to donate, but majority from my company, we're going to do a large chunk of it ourselves. So there are all kinds of stuff in there. I definitely want to do Turkey Day, Free Turkey Day. I want to do the Free Thanksgiving. Just all kinds of stuff. So all kinds of ways we want to help people out. We're going to have it. We're going to have exactly what we need. We'll have exactly what we need. All right, people. I'm going to go order myself. Get ready to build our ultimate screen. Can't wait to play around with this thing. And pretty soon, once our documents come back from the government saying, hey, Mr. Berg, your stuff is locked in and you're good to go, we can get ready to start doing the samples. I'm actually shipping our samples out to companies left and right. Oh, yeah, we got a lot of companies that we're going to be shipping this technology out to. Man, look at that right there. I always find crazy stuff at the last minute. We're going to do a recording of this now. We need a recording of this to pump this everyone on short. That looks hot. Look at that crazy that looks, man. I'm telling you. Customers ain't bitter about this. Customers are loving it. Customers are liking the fact that we're not charging a ton of money for this thing. We're making everybody can afford it. Now if you're saying, well, some screen, yeah, those are panel systems that stack into screens to make bigger screens. That's a panel system. But individual panels are cheaper. I got a PC coming in pretty soon. We're getting that set up for the Flex. Oh, it's my portable coming in. I told you I'm building me a PC special for GTA 6. Portable is going to be all retro. All freaking retro. And that Miami colors to it. It's going to be sweet. I'll hook it up. We're going to have a Flex system that attaches to the side to it. I can game right off the side of my little portable setup. Run it off my little Pico projector. Kaboom! I have all the lights and everything coming from the screen. I got some sick colors for that. Some real sick colors. Gonna get all nice pastel blues and pink. A little hot. Gonna have a couple of decorated pink flamingos inside. It's gonna look sick. I wonder if I can get the action figures for Tommy Fassetti. Tommy Fassetti! I think I got them. I want a little bit of both. I'm a big fan of Vice City, man. Vice City is freaking hot. Alright. I'm going to do my promo. This is a beautiful demonstration for the promo. Because again, it's got that black contrast that's popping up. and you're seeing part of it disappear and part of it reappear. You got the Coca-Cola bottle on the side. We got to put a little spaceman. We're going to put little stuff inside the screen. So the one we got over here, you can put anything you want in there. I might put a little ledge, see-through ledge on there. So I can put stuff on there so it just pops up. Like a spaceman there 1 minute. I have something here 1 minute. We do something pretty cool. Do a little attachment. We can hang down fish on it and do like a little aquarium back and forth. So we freaking 6 people. Sick. And the summertime's coming up. And we got the new cinema flow coming through. Oh my goodness. It's going to be absolutely incredible. No, I don't know what the heck happened. Everything went dark. Is that part of the scenery? Oh, that's the end of it? That's it. No, we're going back to it. We're going back to it. Back. Backity back. I want to go back to it, really.
I can't wait for tonight.
Wasn't it? Oh, mother Christmas tree. No, that was not it. That's creepy as I don't know what. I don't know what the freak that is, but that's definitely creeping me out. Oh man, that'd have been a perfect promo for what I wanted to do. Really? I'm going on my time. I can't even see the time. What? Yeah, no, don't tap that button. No, I'm not asking for that. Someone told me I should have took a picture of that. Let me see if I can get it again. Outer space screensavers. So we got that at from. Oh, that was nice, man. This is why I take pictures of this stuff, because I know I'll basically lose this, can't find it. That wasn't it. Man, that thing was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. I'm gonna find it. So now that was way too colorful. This is something else.
Brain tearing, rush hour. Some allergy medications can make you drowsy, but Allegra.
No. Let me say this for a second. This one was straight black, man. It's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. It was too short. I would have looped it if I was going to be that short. Definitely ain't that. Nope. Well, that would be cool, but it's not what I wanted. Nice little star explosion there. Ha! Man, I like that one, man. It was perfect. Perfect. Well, I'll find it again. I'll bump into it again. Oh crap! Wait, we gotta record everything. I could find it right through here with no problem because I recorded everything. I'm in a live stream. Oh man, that was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. contrast and everything with them was perfect, with the stars popping up. Oh well. We should find it again one day. One day we should cross paths with it again. Next time, take a picture of the freaking video and what it was. You could have subscribed for it. That'd have been nice. No. And a beautiful scenery. The earth was popping up. Oh well. It is beautiful. But I do have it on recording, so I can always go back and get it, figure out exactly where I had it at and where it came up. It's fantastic. Wait a minute. Could have been? No, it's Earth spinning around for like, I don't know. No. I wonder. And I wonder. Outer space, sun rising over the earth. Ooh. That's hot though. That's what I like the most about it, that one part right there. That looks hot. Imagine having this on 100-inch at 235.1. What? Friends are coming like, what's this? Oh, some guys know some crazy technology. Make me sound better. Yes, you sound better. We have done better. I like this one. Is this same or is it different? I should be better. Imagine us right now floating around in space right now. Can you imagine how small and frail we are? But that's the Earth floating around in space right now. We're just rotating on a giant marble. Don't feel that way, does it? At all. It doesn't feel like that way. Everybody's in their own little world at the end of the day. They don't realize on this giant marble floating around in outer space. You really think the world is so big? They have no idea how big the world is. How big the universe is. The universe among universe and a universe from universe. It's absolutely endless. God built all of it. That's why it's interesting. You look at the earth and you look at men who call themselves have power, and you realize how small they are. And that little planet right there. Yeah, we don't have any power, man. We're dust in the wind. That's all we are, man. 1 minute we're here, next minute we're gone. That's it. Can't leave that planet. We can't live on that planet forever. Impossible. It's the deep part of it all. And look at the Earth. That's why I say, people, when you see a picture of the Earth, what do you see? You just see a big rock floating around in space. On that planet, there's all types of lives living on that planet. Yep. See the power of God. With dictators and kings and queens and whatever you have on that planet. I think they have ultimate power, but if they were outside the Earth, they would realize how frail and how small they are. But you're nothing more than just vapor. That's all you are. That's why astronauts have much more respect of the Earth than we do, because they see it from the outside. Realize how great God is and how much we're just nothing but frail vapor. That's it. That's it. You can have the most powerful army in the world. You can be the most powerful king in the world. If a meteor slams into that planet the size of Texas, ain't nothing you got on this planet at the end of the day that'll allow you to be able to survive that nightmare that's coming. If the moon were just to shift a little bit off its gravitational pull, your armies are worthless. Catastrophic storms, you can't beat that at the end of the day. Nah, impossible. Yet each country thinks they have all this great power. You ever seen the military go out and fight a tsunami? You ever seen the military go out and fight a Category 8 tornado? Or what about maybe an earthquake? 7.7 or 10 point, huge, massive earthquake. You ever see the army fight one of them? They can't. It's virtually impossible. You can't fight storms. At all, period. That's what I find fascinating about it. But we got wars against other countries we have, but if a storm were to pop up in the middle of that firefight, how much everybody be running for cover? And what's fighting the storm? Everybody stopped fighting, dropped their guns, and started running for cover. So if you had two countries warring at each other, and then it's nowhere, an earthquake just pops up. 7.7 earthquake, maybe a 10.10. That's a catastrophic nightmare. Earthquake pops up in the middle of that war zone. How many people you think right now are thinking about shooting each other? And everybody's scattering, trying to save their lives to get away from the earthquake. Can't attack the earthquake. It doesn't surrender. It doesn't know negotiations. It doesn't care. It just destroys. That's all it does. And the only thing you can do is run as fast as you can to get as far from it. And we're thinking about killing each other, thinking about war, you're not thinking about politics, you're thinking about nothing but survival. That's what you're thinking about. So you don't have any power at all. That's what I find interesting about how the earth is controlled by the Lord and all that. When you think about it, you have all-out war, and an earthquake, boom, pops up in the middle of that battlefield. I'm not thinking about you at the end of the day. I'm thinking about getting my behind as far away from this zone as I possibly can. I can survive this mess that's going on. I couldn't care less about what we were fighting about. I'm trying to save my life at the end of the day. At that point, enemies are not even enemies anymore. They become allies because they're trying to survive a bigger problem at the end of the day. Like an earthquake that can have the potential to destroy an entire, disrupt fault lines that can basically destroy the world. All kinds of catastrophic things pop off. If something goes wrong in one section of the world, it can go wrong in another section of the world. So, just imagine. It takes one meteor to destroy that planet. They are global killers. They're like the size of Texas. That thing slams into that planet, it's over. That's it. Our existence doesn't exist anymore. We're gone. If the moon just happens to crack in half, and one goes one way, it slams into the earth, and one goes another way, we're dead. If the sun were to push a little farther up, we'll freeze to death. So all that power in the world don't mean jack at all, period. Doesn't mean anything. If a guy wanted to destroy the world, he could did it a long time ago. Nothing you can do to stop it. Pray. That's what pretty much what most people do, pray. If man ever gets to the point where he thought in the day that he's more powerful than God, and God said, okay, you're more powerful than me. How about I do this? How about I just crack the earth in half? We'll take one half and we'll throw it into the sun over here, and the other one will just drift off into nowhere. The reason why we can survive on that planet, because we're just close enough to the sun to not freeze to death, and basically between the moon and where we're sitting at, we don't have that gravitational problem with the ocean, basically with floods and storms and all kinds of nightmares that could pop up, because if the moon were to move to the left, to the right, we would have all kinds of problems. Thousand-foot tidal waves, massive earthquakes where entire cities would be just being engulfed. It had to be crazy. Crazy. Tornadoes over a mile wide, all kinds of crazy stuff would pop up. The existence of man would be gone. Can't live underground if you're having earthquakes. That doesn't work that way. And you can't float over top of the earth if you're having basically, storms of tornadoes and hurricanes and everything else. That's not going to work. So where would you go? There's nowhere to go. Can't go in outer space. Can't technically live in outer space. Outer space is full of radiation. So you can't go in there. Radiation actually does seep on the space shuttle. It's everywhere up there. That's why I sat there and said that the Earth is the only place we can live at. We can't live on other planets. Other planets, if you look at what other planets do in the day and how they're made, it's inhabitable. We can't live up there. It's virtually impossible to live on those planets. Saturn's not even a planet at one point. It is a planet, but it doesn't really have a foundation to even call it a planet. So Earth is the only place that we have that we can be at. And if that goes, then we're screwed. You think about it. You get up in the morning and you go out and drive from A to B and go here to there. Imagine we're just walking around on that big old rock that's floating around in outer space. And there are plenty of things up there flying around, like meteor showers and all kinds of crazy stuff that can easily hit the side of that planet and boom, cause all kinds of nightmares at the end of the day. And the reason why it doesn't happen, because it's not God's intention for us to be destroyed by a meteor. Alright, it says in the Bible how the world's going to be destroyed, ain't going to be by a meteor. If that was the case, it would have happened a long time ago. I think we would have been hit by a meteor by now. Something by now. No, you get small meteors that hit the earth and land out in the desert. And once in a while, somebody might get one that might pierce the roof of their house. Softball, golf ball, small things that hit the earth. And the bigger ones land out in the desert, in the sea. Yeah, imagine, nothing's really actually hit the city. Nothing the size of a Volkswagen. No one gives God credit for that. They just say, oh, it's all man and science. It's science and man. That's all it is. Yeah, sure. That's a delicate planet. All the planets are delicate. It's a very delicate planet. A lot of people living on that planet. If a meteor were to slam into Mars, ain't nobody on there. If it slammed into Neptune, Pluto, any one of those planets, Saturn, ain't nobody on there. There's no cities on there to be destroyed. Only Earth has that. So if a meteor were to crash into Earth, it'd cause all kinds of damage. So, someone's protecting us. I'm going to get a recording on this because I like this. I don't like people who were, I don't like them, but I don't approve of people who work in museums who basically are caught up in the evolution of bull crap at the end of the day. Or some of these scientists that work for NASA, there's a black guy there, I don't know who he is, but he believes in that evolution crap at the end of the day. It comes up, well, this is what happens, so and so and so. Man, you got a major wake-up call coming to you, man, when you pop up on the other side of this world and go, oh, shoot, so you made all this? Yeah, I made all this. All this, I made this. Stuff you thought the Big Bang Theory did that dumb nonsense in there. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life, is the Big Bang Theory. The thing about the Big Bang theory with people at the end of the day, they have, you can't explain where did the Big Bang come from. Something must have triggered the bang. Oh, it's exploded out of nowhere. So there was no cause and effect to trigger off that cause and effect that caused that cause and effect. Where is it? How does it start? It's got to start from somewhere. What triggered it? Oh, we don't know about that yet. Well, that's the best you can come up with. The world just exploded into existence. So how come every time something wants to exist, we don't hear an explosion go off in the background? Yeah, okay. So which one of the evolutions are we talking about? Fish? Monkeys? What are we talking about? One we supposed to have come out of the ocean and sprout legs like a fish. A fish swimming around the ocean and got legs to start walking on land. The other one was monkeys. So, again, which one is it? They even argue among themselves. So they've been in their forum sites. They argue among themselves. Got the Big Bang argues. Then the people who believe in evolution with the fish sprouting legs, they're arguing with each other. And you got the ones that say we came from apes. Idiots. Brilliant, intelligent people, just freaking idiots. And they're probably sitting there going, Mr. Bird, I'm on your sites already. I've had this conversation with you 100,000 times. Nobody did not come from freaking monkeys at the end of the day. Because that means you don't believe in God. So, question. You don't believe in God, it means you don't believe in the devil. It means the devil doesn't exist. Alright, that's going to be an interesting topic when they wake up on that side of the world. Dumbest thing I've heard in my entire life. Matter of fact, I think we got a couple of them in our family. Generation Z. And that alpha generation. My goodness. Anyway. Man, they believe in some dumb nonsense. One of them sat there and said that we came from monkeys. You lost your freaking rabbit mind at the end of the day. Really? Oh man, the school system, the school system was teaching that dumb nonsense because they were teaching that. Remember when I was going to school, I remember seeing the evolution of where we came from. And it literally showed a monkey and all of a sudden evolving into a man. Schools teach that dumb nonsense. So let me get this straight. If we came from monkeys, and monkeys have incredible balance, incredible speed, how do you explain the fact that if that's the case, we came from monkeys, shouldn't we all have parkour, what they call it? Be jump from buildings, where should we have some kind of genetic code to do that? Like old Spider-Man effect thing going on? Because I've seen some people have the most horrible balance I've ever seen in my entire life. Parkour, I think as I'm saying it right, those guys that jump from buildings like crazy stuff, shouldn't we all have that capability? We should have that kind of genetic coding. We should have superhuman strength, because monkeys are freaking strong as on a what? A chimpanzee can lift 800 pounds. We don't have any of that. Kind of missing something here. If we sprouted legs and came out of the ocean, we should never ever, we should genetically be coded to automatically know how to swim. There should be no such thing as a human ever drowning. Dogs have it. Dogs are genetically coded to swim. Cats have it too. They know how to swim. You drop a dog in the water, poop, they swim. How come we don't have that? You know, you think we get something out of it. Oh, gee whiz. I mean, we didn't get no agility, no ability to jump from A to B, none of that, super speed, and none of that at all, period. Interesting. Okay. That's interesting right there. Now, we came from Adam and Eve, that's where we came from. And at one point we did have incredible intelligence because our minds are actually designed to be quite intelligent. They probably only use only a certain percentage of our brain. Some people are blessed to have great intelligence and they use the majority of most of their brain. They call those geniuses. They have a part of that gift, that intelligent level, but it doesn't come basically easy because again, people have high IQs. They're pretty much not sociable. I have friends of mine that are really high, so really smart people at the end of the day, but when it comes to everyday social life, they suck at it really bad. They don't know how to basically be able to fit in. They feel outcast, which is kind of messed up. They don't know how to connect. Everything they do, they feel is awkward. Then you got low-key smart people. These are people that are really smart, but they also have the other side. They can basically click with the other half. Now, a few of those two I know too on top of that. Yeah, it's crazy, man. We had immortality. We didn't die. There's no disease because there was no disease. There was no death, no destruction. It didn't exist. We didn't have any of that. We had immortality. We would live forever. I wonder how that would have happened if Eve never ate from the tree. What would our world be like? It'd be paradise. There'd be no greed. There'd be no destruction or hate or jealousy. It wouldn't exist at all. Period. You can literally walk out and a lion can walk up to you and you can hug it and dance with it because it wouldn't try to kill you. Animals wouldn't kill each other. There's no such thing as murder. It doesn't exist. So how would the world would be beautiful? The wars, nothing at all, period. Not a thing. At one point in this world we had true paradise. I think man has been trying to capture that utopia. Like that's why I like about Bioshock. Bioshock was like that. Bioshock was a man who had endless amount of income. I mean, billions of dollars and trillions of income. And he got sick and tired of the world. That's what I like about Bioshock. He got sick and tired of the world. He got sick and tired of the government. He got sick and tired of taxes. All kinds. He got tired of everything. He wanted to go someplace where the government had no control. And when he was out there fishing, he saw the ocean, and he thought to himself, I'm going to build a city under the ocean. Because under the ocean, the government doesn't have access to it. Technically, it does, really, truthfully. It depends on how far you go out. So basically, if you're in international waters, then no, they can't touch you. But if you're within that guideline, yeah, they can get you. But anyway, so he built that city called Rapture, which is funny because it had a strange name like Rapture. Which again, every time you try to build an utopia, you invite the devil. The devil's going to go wherever it can go to make trouble. There's nothing on this planet, nowhere you can go that Satan's not going to be there to try to cause trouble. So now you got the city going up on the ocean. All these people are going underwater to visit the city. But look at who's going. Criminals are going. Because over there's no police. There's nothing to stop our criminal activity. We can do, at that time, I guess it was prohibition around that time, we can drink, we can gamble, prostitution, anything we want to do, and who's going to police us? We could pretty much run that whole city down there, the organized crime, and that's what they were thinking. That's why if you played the game, you will see ghosts reenact what happened down there, and you will see these guys running all these different forms of scams and prostitution and freaking gambling and partying, all that stuff that went down in Rapture. Because he brought down criminals came with him. Opportunity. It's all about opportunity. People looked at it as a way to start over new, you know. You don't have to pay the taxes and all the stuff that goes on in the world up here. It's yours. Whatever you have in it is yours. But it brought trouble with it. And then people went mad down there, and they tried to make superhumans. They started doing gene slicing. They tried to give people superpowers, and superpowers made people crazy. That's where you have the slicers came in. And slicers were going around, and they were murdering people, and there's all kinds of crazy stuff going on. And then with Adam, which is the stuff they were using to give people the ability to have telekinesis and all these different powers, they started killing the little sisters to get they would collect, the little sisters would collect the Adam. And the slicers would slaughter the little sisters to protect the little sisters is where the big daddies came in. Good gracious, like you're making the problem worse and worse. And these big giants would roam around and they would protect the little sisters. It's crazy. Was it fun, this game ever? It was a good game. Good game. It was a really, really good game. You gotta make a liquid projection screen and do that. What how much? I'm gonna see. What are we hooked up to? We're hooked up to PC, right? Let me see. How do I buy that now? I'll pause you here. I'll pause you here. Street Fighter. I'm gonna make a liquid projection screen. Bioshock. First time I played Bioshock, it freaked me out, man. I couldn't get past the slicers on top of the roof of that elevator. Oh man, I love Bioshock. I hope they come out. I don't think they're gonna come out with another game. I was praying they do. It's Bioshock. I want Bioshock 2. I want the original Bioshock. We got the remaster of Bioshock. We do have the remaster of Bioshock. Oh man, I love this game. This is such a good game. Such a good game. The Big Daddy. Man, I built a PC around this. We got the full collection for $60, but I don't do the full collection. I just need the one they have, the first one. The first one is the one that I want. They got it for $19. No cakewalk. You remember off this, no problem. Windows 7? Wow, because this game is pretty old. Yeah, that's nothing. We can run it on our system with no problem. We're getting this. Speaking of that, are my other games launched already? Oh, we're at 2, man. Two hours into this. Sorry about that, people. Get caught up in this stuff all the time. All right, I gotta go. I gotta order my stuff. I hope you enjoy. Thank you for your time. And yes, PlayStation is still running. Yay! So I gotta do my artwork on here too. Let's get it back to my PlayStation. I'll come and order this later on. This is the setup supposed to be for the PlayStation anyway. On the back. Step up. Underground Mecca. Oh, I forgot to do that video. I gotta go back and do the video up on top of that. Oh, never mind. I gotta go back and do that video. I totally forgot about the video. Gotta do that for the promo short. I want to do a couple of those for the videos. Oh, we're gonna do the core for this thing. Just had it a few minutes ago. Here we go. And then I can go on my PlayStation. I want to do some Pac-Man. They're building my screen pretty soon. I can't wait. All right, you stay there. I'll be coming back for you. On the midnight train to Georgia. All right. This back here, do my video on this. I think I'm gonna pick up Trine too. Trine's another game I want to play on here. All right, people, hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Thank you for your time. Of course, we thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for blessing us with amazing technology, because one for Him, none of this will ever be available. Thank you for your time. I gotta go, and God bless.